Scarborough over there, past the heads, which are the heads, the entranceways to Littleton Harbour. As you run across to the right, it becomes Sumner. We haven't been there since the February earthquake 4 years ago this February. As you're looking across, a lot of the houses up there have gone that were on the front. If you look directly forward, you'll see the wreckage of some of the houses that went over the cliff or were knocked over afterwards for disposal. There's a big crane up there. Where you see the line of containers, that is the road that takes you into Sumner on the other side of the river, or the estuary if you like, for the Avon. Those containers were there to stop rubble falling off the cliff and blocking the road and hitting the cars. That's how close it is. Where we are is South Brighton Spit, which is a bit that sticks out. Lovely place to live. Heaps of houses on the estuary side of the spit that Susan and I fancied have all been demolished. It's now classed as a red zone area. The containers to stop the rocks coming off the cliffs and hitting the road, blocking it or taking out the cars. These have been here since February 4 years ago, 2011. That used to be called Shag Rock. After the earthquake it's now called Shag Pile because it collapsed. Top of the cliff, you see houses dangling over the edges still, and this is 4 years away from the earthquake. Bottom of the cliff you'll see wreckage. That also was houses that have come over. This is the estuary into the Avon, which is the yachting club over there. Just backing it away. There's Sue over there. She's just been doing a Tai Chi. Right, well I'm going to have to move because I'm sinking in the sand. Those are the other side of the river. And that over there is the sailing club. And we're going to head round the end of the estuary. Tide's just turning now, it's just beginning to come in. So very soon all that estuary will be gone. That's why the sewers over there. Just where I'll be in a minute. The houses are backed onto this round the corner have gone. All the ones we fancied if we ever won lotto. Yep. So the surf's the other side of the dunes, that's why. Yeah, very soon all this will be covered over. This is the estuary of the Avon and the Heathcote. Home to godwits, which come from Russia each year apparently. We have a godwit flying like departure day in March. Yeah, I was just thinking that actually. Yeah. Across the estuary there, behind that mound, those dark bits in the distance, it's the Southern Alps, which are snow-capped during winter. They're mountains. They cut South Island right in half, east coast and west coast. We live in the east coast. They're about 100k away from here. It's only across the island's only about 160k from where we live, east to west coast. There's two main passes to go across those. Both get snowed in. We were supposed to be on holiday in the west coast the year before last and we couldn't go because the pass was snowed in, and that was in, or flooded should I say, and that was in January. Our summer. As I come around this corner, you'll see a few houses there in the distance. Well, those few houses used to be hundreds of fantastic bungalows. A lot of them had boats on the estuary. Most of them have gone now. A lot of those are containers. There were some gorgeous houses along there. Very pricey, but we always fancied one if we won lotto. Now it's red zoned. Sounds like an oyster catcher. It's because it is an oyster catcher. Well, the sun's going down, that tide's coming in. This has caught me up. I think Sue's on the bench. So we've come from over the other side there and we've walked round the spit. There's the heads over there, that's the red cliffs where we've been. We've just come round here. So the tide's on its way in, it'll come right up to where I'm stood. It's very shallow here. You can walk in it, be about a foot up in parts. Oh well. Right, well we're just winding up now. Sun's going to disappear behind the hills over there in a minute. Tide's coming in. There's a bit of a stream, it'll cut right across the middle as the tide comes in, cut that off. We are going back to the car. However, before I do, this is the spit. Where we've been, we came there. We've walked right round. And then we're coming back here. You are here. House-wise, all these houses, gone. Most of these houses on the edge, all these along here, gone, right along, back to about there. Odd ones along here gone. One we looked at fancied a long time ago, that one, that's gone. That's the one that was wrapped in like a cocoon, a cling film. A lot of these others are just damaged. So that's it. Southshore. The other side of those trees used to be houses. All gone now. There's still a few remaining on the inside edge. These are the ones that backed onto the estuary. All that gap through those trees and right across those houses. And we're 4 years on from 2011 February earthquake.